Oxu maré, Oxu maré, lê, 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 maré, Oxu maré, lê, lê, Oxu maré, lê, 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 maré, Oxu maré. Eu tive um sonho e acordei chorando, lágrimas de Oxalá, uma bênção, raios do luar. E lei, fé, e fé, e fá, reino dos orixás, reino dos orixás. Oxu maré, lê, 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 maré, Oxu maré, lê, lê, Oxu maré, lê, 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 maré, Oxu maré. Oxu maré, lê, 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 maré, Oxu maré, lê, lê, Oxu maré, lê,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Well, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Well, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your bone.
Hi, I'm Barb Nelson Agnew, Hospital Liaison with LifeSource. I just want to give a shout out to all of my hospital partners and say thank you for everything that you do.
The work you do has such an impact, and we truly appreciate all the support you give donors and their families. Thank you.
A special shout out to all of our chaplains. We are so appreciative for the support that you show to us, the support you show families, the way that you are able to navigate difficult conversations, and that you're able to make the honor walks and the flag raising ceremonies not only happen, but make them so meaningful.
Thank you to our incredible partners in IT who help us navigate collaboration through the EMR.
Thank you to all the wonderful nurses, and RTs and docs and chaplains and CNAs and behind-the-scenes workers and leaders at the hospitals I serve on behalf of LifeSource. Your caring has been evident when I'm there with you. Thank you for working to help people heal, and when that's not been possible. Thank you for partnering with us at LifeSource to give the offer of saving other lives.
I want to thank you, nurses, for everything that you do for us every day. We appreciate the time you take to call in referrals and getting through all of our questions. I know we have a lot of them, but you guys are amazing and awesome, and we couldn't do this without you.
Thank you for all you do.
I so appreciate all that you do to care for our potential donor patients and our donor families. It is always wonderful to work with all of you, so thank you for all that you do.
I see care, I see compassion, I see you working tirelessly.
They truly are the bridge to hope for donor families and the bridge to new life for transplant recipients. And I just couldn't be more honored or proud to work with them.
Thank you, healthcare heroes, for all that you do in supporting donors and their families. The countless hours, your tireless efforts, your compassionate care do not go unnoticed. I'm in awe every single day that I have the opportunity of working with one of our partners, and I am tremendously grateful for the opportunity. On behalf of LifeSource, I want to say thank you for all that you do, and know that you matter and you make a difference.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate you and so happy to work with you guys. Thank you.
You guys are the best.
I am inspired by you every day. Thank you to all of the nurses who work tirelessly to support our families at LifeSource.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our 2021 Donate Life Day event. I'm Susan Gunderson, LifeSource founder and chief executive officer. We've held this in-person event annually during National Donate Life Month in April for many years, but this is the first virtual celebration. While we'll miss the personal connections of honoring you in person today, I am excited that this virtual format has allowed us to welcome a broader attendance. We have people tuning in from Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Western Wisconsin. And friends and loved ones of this year's honorees are here to cheer them on and celebrate alongside them. Speaking of, you'll see a chat function to the right of this video. Please tell us where you're tuning in from now by posting your city and state in the chat. You can also use the chat to congratulate honorees throughout the program. I want to extend a thank you to our sponsors for this evening's event: Mayo Clinic, Aviation Charter, Trinity Air Medical, and Sanford Health with transplant centers in Fargo, Bismarck, and Sioux Falls. Thank you for your partnership in this life-saving work, and thank you for your generous support. Now, let the celebration begin. This year's Donate Life Month theme is Garden of Life, inspired by springtime. The Donate Life Garden depicts an ecosystem of plants, insects, and other components working together to form an interconnected living system. Similarly, we each have the potential to nurture and enrich our communities through organ, eye, and tissue donation. The garden and the insects within it serve as symbols of hope, courage, and transformed life, themes repeatedly found within the donation and transplantation journey. This National Donate Life Month, we ask you to be a part of this life-saving and healing garden by continuing to champion the Donate Life cause. It takes all of us, individually and communally, working in concert to achieve the LifeSource vision that everyone shares the gift of life. Now, before we give out our first award, I want to take a moment to reflect on the journey we've been on since we last held this event in April of 2019.
– 2019 was a record-breaking year, with more lives saved, families supported, and people checking the box, more than any other year in our over 30-year history. As 2020 began, LifeSource team members, ambassadors, and partners were excited to continue that momentum. Then, March 2020 arrived, and the world shut down. Confusion, unknowns, worry. Elective surgeries were canceled, driver's license offices closed, and access to hospitals was impacted. Everything changed, except our mission. More men, women, and children were being added to the transplant waiting list every day. They were counting on us for a second chance. Despite the adversity, we had to make the impossible possible. LifeSource team members and recovery surgeons were deemed essential personnel in hospitals. Hospital partners provided us with N95 masks and gloves. Every potential donor was tested for COVID-19. We supported grieving donor families on the phone and Zoom when meeting in person wasn't possible. Our staff and community made masks for funeral homes. Celebrations were held virtually. LifeSource ambassadors found new ways to advocate. Despite all the hurdles that 2020 threw at us, we found ways to continue saving and healing lives through donation, and it truly became a light in all that darkness. We are still standing, united in this mission of service.
We couldn't stop the storm of COVID-19, but like an umbrella, each one of you, our partners and supporters, allowed us to move through the rain. The challenges of 2020 demonstrated that the LifeSource team can do hard things, overcome obstacles, and achieve the impossible. With that, we've set 2 bold aims for LifeSource moving forward. Later in the program, we'll hear about those from our board chair and heart recipient, Tim Bjork. Now, let's give out some awards. It is now my privilege to celebrate our 2020 honorees. Our first category is Hospital Partner of the Year. This award honors individuals from LifeSource partner hospitals who went above and beyond to contribute to the mission of organ, eye, and tissue donation. I'm pleased to announce we have not 1, but 3 honorees in this category. The first 2 honorees led projects to standardize donation processes in the Epic medical record system, the platform used by many care systems to coordinate patient care. Tammy Burke is a senior application analyst for Monument Health in Rapid City, South Dakota. She was nominated by LifeSource Clinical Hospital Coordinator Emily Larimer. Tammy led a project to create templates in Epic that allowed LifeSource to conduct our work in a more efficient and streamlined manner, not only at Monument Health, but also now at Regions Hospital in St. Paul, where your templates have been eagerly adopted. Tammy, LifeSource is proud to honor you as a Hospital Partner of the Year.
I'm Tammy Burke. I'm a Senior Applications Analyst with Monument Health. I'd like to thank LifeSource, Emily Larimer, someone who strives to make everything better for everyone she comes in contact with, my coworkers, my husband Mike, and our daughters Emily and Alyssa for knowing how much I love my job and letting me spend too much time at work, and Monument Health for allowing me to do a job where I get to make a difference in people's lives every day. This award means the world to me. To me, patients are the only thing that matters always. I have been an organ donor since my very first driver's license. As a respiratory therapist, I have seen patients that needed and seen patients that received organ donations. Personally, my dear friend John needed a kidney and pancreas transplant. John was the type of man that nothing got him down, not even needing a double transplant. He was on the list and waited, and finally in 2015 he got the call. I remember the call his wife made to me saying that they were on their way to Sioux Falls. What joy. To realize the sacrifice and commitment that another family did so that John could hopefully have a better life, I just can't think of a more selfless act. Every life, every patient matters. John became an angel last Christmas Eve. We miss his smile every day. And just like John, so many other people, not just patients, deserve organ donation. Thank you all for everything that you do each and every day. Thank you again for this honor.
Thank you, Tammy. Your work advances donation not only in South Dakota, but in Minnesota as well. Congratulations. Next, we'll honor Mandy Martinez, who is also a Senior Application Analyst for Monument Health in Rapid City, South Dakota. Mandy is recognized for her dedication in working alongside LifeSource to create a referral criteria report and referral notification process that has been integral to advancing donation. Not only has LifeSource and Monument Health benefited from her innovation, but the processes she's created have also been generously shared with other hospitals as best practice. Mandy, LifeSource is proud to honor you as our Hospital Partner of the Year.
Hi, my name is Mandy. I'm a Senior Application Analyst with Monument Health. First off, I want to say thank you. I feel so honored and blessed to have been nominated for a Hospital Impact Award. I was shocked to hear of the nomination, but am extremely grateful. I have always supported organ donation and have a personal connection with it, as both my mom and brother were organ donors upon their passing. I am glad that my work has helped to smooth electronic processes and ensure eligible donors are identified early. I want to thank Emily Larimer for her continued passion and dedication to make organ donation more visible within our community. I would also like to thank Monument Health for allowing us to work with such a great community partner. And last, I would like to thank my husband Ray for his support in all aspects of my life, make it possible for me to impact others. Thanks again.
Thank you once again, Mandy and Monument Health, for your willingness to share best practices with hospital systems in our region. Next, we'll honor Abdul Ali from North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. As a respiratory therapist, Abdul doesn't just clinically support his patients. He is empathetic, compassionate, and deeply committed to his work. His collaboration in bridging the gift of life to organ recipients waiting for a life-saving transplant is recognized by all, and his colleagues would agree, maximizing any donation opportunity is his focus throughout the donation process. His supervisor calls him top-notch. Abdul, LifeSource is proud to honor you as our Hospital Partner of the Year. Abdul asked that we read his comments on his behalf. Abdul says, "It is an honor to be part of the LifeSource Donate Life Day virtual celebration. I would like to say thank you so much to everyone who put together this award. I also want to thank Sue Wiersgala, my supervisor, who always strives to guide us to ensure when it comes to LifeSource donors that we follow all the procedures and protocols and to do our best. I also want to thank the families of the LifeSource donors Giving the gift of life is so amazing to me. As a respiratory therapist, we do a lot to preserve and keep the organs healthy. For example, nebulizers, bronchoscopies, and monitoring the donor's respiratory status. There is a lot of emotion involved when we take care of someone we know is not going to be able to survive. But what drives me to do the best job I can is giving someone a chance to live more and granting the donor's wishes. Again, I'm very humbled to receive this award. This means a lot to me because it shows the job we are doing is making a difference in someone's life and our community, which I am so glad to be a part of. Thank you, Abdul, and congratulations. Our next award category is for the Donor Registry Impact Award. Driver's license offices across our 3 states are our most important partner when it comes to registering donors. Our honoree is J.C. Matthews Smith, Driver Licensing Area Supervisor for Western South Dakota. J.C. has been working with driver's licensing in South Dakota for over 10 years and currently oversees 5 office locations throughout Western South Dakota. She has seen firsthand the impact of donation through past employees and other members in her community who participate in events such as Donate Life Month and Blue and Green Day. JC believes donation is an incredible gift and finds joy in helping others make the life-saving decision to check the box while at the motor vehicle offices, and encouraging her staff members to do the same. Her role has had a great impact on donor designation rates in South Dakota, and LifeSource is privileged to have her as an incredible partner in advancing our mission. JC, LifeSource is proud to honor you with our 2020 Donor Registry Impact Award.
Good evening. I'm very pleased to be with you tonight. My name is JC, and I work for the Department of Public Safety for the state of South Dakota. I am our West Area Supervisor for driver's license. With that role, my team and myself come in contact with hundreds of people a day where we have the opportunity to promote donation. Although I am receiving this award, I would like to thank my entire team, as it is certainly a group effort to bring awareness and help people be comfortable with choosing to put that designation on their driver's license or identification card. I myself have a coworker and a personal friend that have both given the gift of donation in different ways. Their stories have touched me as to how special it can be and the impact that it can make. This, along with the stories that our local representative have shared, is what has made me an advocate. Each year, we participate in Blue and Green Day, and we look forward to working with our representative to find fun ways to bring awareness to our community. I am very grateful and honored to be receiving this award this evening, and I want to thank LifeSource for their generosity and hard work each and every day. I hope you've enjoyed the program, and you have a wonderful evening.
More than 90% of people who register as donors do so at the DMV. That's why partners like JC are critical to our life-saving mission. Next, we take a break from our awards and hear from 2 people I admire dearly. Dr. Bhargav Mistry is the director of the Sanford Transplant Program in Fargo, North Dakota. Karishma Mistry is a LifeSource ambassador, and they are also father and daughter. Donation and transplantation have intersected their families' lives in profound ways. Let's take a few moments to learn more about Karishma's journey. Then Susan Mao Larson, LifeSource Director of Partner and Community Relations, will sit down with both Dr. Mistry and Karishma to reflect on their journey. Let's take a look.
My name is Karishma. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota. I'm 17 years old, and 6 years ago I received a liver transplant that saved my life. I needed a transplant because I was born with a liver disease called biliary atresia. I knew that at some point in my life I would need a liver transplant, but there was no guarantee on the time that I would need it. I was pretty much a normal kid, and you couldn't tell anything else was wrong with me until I was about 10 and 11 when school was becoming really hard for me and I was really tired all the time. I became really, really thin. I wouldn't eat. I was never hungry. My eyes were really yellow. I knew that something was really, really wrong, and that if I didn't get a liver, if I didn't get the transplant, that I would probably not be alive. The night that we received the call, I had a little bed in my parents' room because I wasn't able to sleep alone. So we packed up and we left, and I just remember sitting in the car and I was just like, is this really happening? Like, am I actually gonna be okay again? My dad was really, really nervous. With him being a transplant surgeon, he knew everything that could go wrong and was probably thinking more about what could go wrong than how successful it would be.
Hello, I am Susan Mao Larson from LifeSource, and I'm very excited today to be joined by Dr. Bargoff Mystery, a transplant surgeon that we work with from Fargo, North Dakota, and his daughter, Karishma Mystery. So I just want to say, Dr. Mystery and Karishma, it's very nice to see you today. I know that everyone at LifeSource, including myself, have watched your journey for a number of years and have seen what you and your family have gone through. And as you look back on that and watch the video, can you just share a few thoughts about what that experience was like for you, maybe as a patient and as a father?
The events that happened with Karishma, being our child and the parents are doctors, it just shows that this can happen to anyone. Like everyone, my wife took all the precautions that any lady or a family would do for their unborn child. And also doctors told us clearly that someday in future, she will require a liver transplant. But we still looked on the brighter side of things. The fact that we were in the United States of America, we were in the city of St. Louis, we were at a specialist children's hospital. And this is going back to 1995, almost 26 years ago. We were still feeling good about it, that we have the most modern treatment available, including the liver transplantation option in future whenever she needed. And it so happened that at that time I was doing trauma critical care fellowship, and just about a month before she was to be born, I had decided to take up transplantation fellowship, which included training in liver, kidney, and pancreas transplant. So I felt maybe it was destiny or God's wish or whatever that this opportunity of doing abdominal transplant fellowship came up my way in the same institution, and I was going to be trained in liver transplantation. So I really saw that as a plus sign and felt really good about it and grateful in a way. We looked around our family members and somehow either their blood group was not matching or others were not healthy enough to be a donor. So that's when the panic kicked in. Because doctors warned us that she should have a liver within the next few days, otherwise outcome may not be good. So, but we were grateful that on the night of Memorial Day 2006, we got a phone call around 4 a.m. from University of Minnesota from one of the transplant surgeons who said, "We have a liver for your daughter."
So that's an amazing journey. And Karishma, I can hear in your father's voice the love he has for you and the care that he gave you for those 15 years. And I'm just wondering, from what was your experience like as you went through that childhood and that time?
I think that it didn't really hit me until I started deteriorating around the age of 10, when I started noticing that I wasn't as strong or as fast or as big as some of my other classmates. I was like, what's wrong or what's going on? And then these fractures kept happening. So that's, I think, when I started to understand that like something wasn't right, or that I wasn't the same and I had to be careful. And so then after that, my health just started deteriorating. So it wasn't until after the transplant, a few months after, I started to recover. And then I started to feel like, okay, I can be normal again.
Soon after that, she was 11 when she had transplant, and she basically had a growth spurt. Within 3 months and 6 months, she started growing, became taller, gained some weight, and the transformation within 6 months was just amazing. She was just back to that normal 11-year-old child. And I think over the last year or so prior to her transplant, her growth had slowed down because she was malnourished and everything else that was going on. But within a few days of transplant, everything just started changing. And she became like any other normal teenager by the time she was 12 or 13. And
yeah, so this May it'll actually be 15 years since my transplant. I'm now 26. So since then, I mean, I've been able to live 15 more years, which is crazy, and very, very grateful for that. But I've done so much. I mean, I graduated high school, I graduated college, I entered medical school. I'm now engaged. My brother is also married. I mean, I've just been able to experience so many things that I would have never been able to.
we really need to be grateful. We means myself and my wife that we are in the United States of America. We have such a well-established organ donation system, the UNOs and all of you, LifeSource and all the OPOs and everybody involved, the way the system is structured, everything is handled so well, and everyone who is involved in this process is so committed that they do everything possible to help the patient and or family members, and that includes both the donor families and the recipient families and their friends and everyone involved. I think we as parents have always reminded, especially when she was young, and we do even now, that we have an obligation to the donor family. We owe it to them, whether we are doctors or I'm a transplant surgeon doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, we are parents and we have an obligation to this particular donor family, and therefore every donor family. When I work as a transplant surgeon, I have an obligation that every donor family's wish should be met, and whether it's a donation process or transplantation surgery process, we have to do everything possible. I have to do everything possible to make sure everything goes well as it can be.
Yeah, in the video, Karishma mentions writing to her donor family. And I'd like to ask both of you, if they were here, if they were listening now, what would you say to Karishma's donor family?
Well, the words cannot describe what we feel. I think they will feel happy that the liver recipient, we can only speak for ourselves, has done so well, that it's part of their child who is alive and thriving.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the same that I would say. I mean, there's really no words to say to someone that's donated, but I think besides just saying thankful, like I'm so thankful, and seeing that their donation has helped me live a full life, and that I hope to contribute to society, like my dad said, once I'm able to. But even now, I think that I'm giving back in as many ways as I can, and I'm actively involved in LifeSource, and I hope to inspire and register more people in the same way that they did. They took a chance and they just did it. So it saved my life.
Thank you. I'd like to ask about the common thread you have in your family of being physicians. And Karishma, can you tell us why you decided to be a physician? And then I'd like to ask your father the same after you tell us.
Having both of my parents be physicians definitely influenced me, and then going through my own experience of being a patient influenced me. But going into college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I went into business actually for the first 2 years, and then I decided to change. But I think one of the key things that really helped me to realize was getting involved in LifeSource. I first started getting involved at the age of 17 when I first did the informational video.
In the summer of 1994, while I was already planning to come to the United States to do trauma critical care fellowship, I came across this book, Puzzle People by Thomas Starzl. And that is the book that I had read and learned the entire history of transplantation from 1950s till 1990s. That is the first book Dr. Starzl had published, and described his own experiences as well as the entire history of transplantation.
I really appreciate both of you sharing. I'm just humbled to be able to spend this time with you and inspired by your lives and all you've accomplished and all you will accomplish. And now we will go back to our host, Susan Gunderson.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Mystery and Karishma, for sharing your journey with us. Karishma, we wish you well as you begin your residency and plan your wedding. It's amazingly inspiring to see the result of one person saying yes to becoming an organ donor. Now let's give out some more awards, shall we? LifeSource ambassadors are one of the greatest assets. They are donation advocates who share their stories and educate the community about the power of donation. Our ambassador of the year is Jay Beyer-Kropinski. Jay joined the LifeSource Ambassador Program in September of 2013, just 8 short months after receiving a life-saving kidney and liver transplant at the University of Minnesota Medical Center. This second chance at life inspired Jay to focus on giving back and raising awareness about the importance of donation. And he hasn't slowed down since. In the 7+ years that Jay has been part of the LifeSource Ambassador Program, he has spent countless hours sharing his story and advocating for donation at driver's education classes, health fairs, community events, seminars, and hospital education sessions. In addition, with Jay's personal and professional background, he has become one of our go-to ambassadors in our work with legislative partners and media outlets. There is no ambassador opportunity that is too big for Jay, such as sharing his story with hundreds at our Donate Life Symposium, or too small, such as helping assemble boxes for our Family Box project. Jay is a mentor to new ambassadors, helping them get their feet wet and encouraging them along the way. And he is a friend to all. His easygoing demeanor, his great laugh, help form an instant connection with others. Jay's immense gratitude for his donor and the second chance at life shines through in every presentation and every conversation. The impact that Jay has made through his passion and dedication is immeasurable. It is our pleasure to honor Jay as the Ambassador of the Year.
Hello everyone, my name is Jay Beyer-Kropinski and I am a grateful liver and kidney transplant recipient. I was transplanted at the University of Minnesota on January 14th of 2013. Thank you to LifeSource for awarding me this great honor of being named Ambassador of the Year. I am truly humbled. I have gotten to work with so many great LifeSource ambassadors who do such great work in the community, spreading the word about donation and transplantation. During my time as a LifeSource ambassador, I've gotten to see the wonderful work that the LifeSource team does with donor families, transplant recipients, hospitals, and transplant centers. Their professionalism and dedication are second to none. I can't thank them enough for all of their hard work. I also need to thank my family, my wife Lori, daughter Claire, son Sam, along with my extended family, neighbors, and friends. The outpouring of support for my time when I was sick was overwhelming, but Lori's support as my chief caregiver and advocate was truly amazing. She held it all together. Without her, I would not have been able to make it to transplantation. I would also like to express my gratitude to my transplant team at the University of Minnesota, Dr. Kandaswamy, Dr. Thompson, Dr. Spong, Ann Callis, Janae Lowe, Susan Hollister, and all the great nurses and other medical professionals. Once again, thank you for this award, and thank you for everyone's hard work around donation and transplantation.
Thanks, Jay. And we know your advocacy will continue to impact others for many more years to come. Congratulations. Our next award is for the 2020 Community Partner. Melvin Giles is a community activist and organizer, peace and diversity educator, social justice leader, animal advocate, and an absolute inspiration. Melvin actively spreads peace wherever he goes, either by blowing bubbles for peace or planting peace poles. Melvin served with Catholic Charities for 15 years, working for 7 years as the director of Catholic Charities Frogtown Center. He has extensive experience working with youth, academia, government agencies, nonprofit agencies, and neighborhood groups. Notable accomplishments include serving as an adjunct community faculty instructor at Bethel University's Anthropology Department, a member of Afro Eco and the Growing Food and Justice All initiative, advisor to the Diversity Committee of Ramsey County Master Gardeners, certified facilitator of racial sobriety workshops, anti-racism trainer for the Minnesota Tri-Council Commission of the Council of Churches, and founding member of the St. Paul Pluralism Circle. Melvin has received numerous awards, including the Martin Luther King Dream Keeper Award in 2003 and the Outstanding World Citizen Award in 2008. Despite all his incredible accomplishments, community organizing, and the fact that everyone in St. Paul seems to know him, Melvin is not an attention seeker. So when we asked him to be one of the faces of the LifeSource Check the Box ad campaign, we knew we were asking him to go way outside of his comfort zone, way out. But Melvin understood the impact of people seeing someone they knew, saying they supported donation. In 2019, Melvin shared his message of hope and personal experience of healing at the Donate Life Symposium. The audience of 750 heard the story of his partner, Mary, and how her gifts of organ, eye, and tissue donation are helping others after her passing. We are honored to know Melvin and are grateful for his sharing of time, talent, energy, and advocacy. Melvin, LifeSource is proud to honor you with our Community Partner of the Year Award. Congratulations.
I'm outside today because Mary loved outdoors. There's a little wind blowing. You know, some people do believe that those who leave our planet and go on to another lifetime, we can always feel their spirit in the wind. So I would say right now, I'm definitely feeling Mary's spirit. And I can feel her just sending blessings to LifeSource, that she's happy that she was able to, her life was able to continue by the gift of donation. And so again, I just want to say thank you to LifeSource, and I accept this fantastic award. For me, receiving the award is hopefully kind of sharing it with her. My time with LifeSource has helped me to continue to keep Mary's light shining, keep her energy within me, and helping me to do my healthy type of grieving and mourning and living. I just feel very grateful and very honored to be receiving this award from LifeSource.
Thank you for your incredible dedication, Melvin. It's hard to believe we are more than halfway through our awards. Make sure to stick around after the program for a live concert with the voice star Kat Perkins. This next award goes to Aaron and Caitlin Stromberg, owners of Twin Cities Trade Service. LifeSource has worked closely with Twin Cities Trade Service for nearly 6 years to provide tissue donor transportation services for the 3-state area LifeSource serves. They are a critical partner in facilitating the gifts of life. In addition to providing round-the-clock tissue donor transport services for LifeSource, Twin Cities Trade Service is an advocate for donation as well. Their work is essential, but can often go unseen. Twin Cities Trade Service has supported LifeSource through some very challenging logistics. They are patient, personable, professional, caring, and wonderful advocates for donation and LifeSource. Aaron and Caitlin, it's an honor to give you and your company this Donation Advocate Award. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Aaron Stromberg. On behalf of Twin Cities Trade Service, my wife Caitlin and I would like to thank you for being named Donation Advocate of the Year. I couldn't have done this without my incredible team of funeral directors. Rochelle, Adam, Kelly, Alex, and Andrew, this award is as much yours as it is ours. LifeSource gave our company, a small but passionate and loyal team, a chance to provide quality care and service. And for that, I'd like to thank you. As funeral directors, our mission is to deliver on the family's requests and to help them grieve in a healthy and individual way. Providing donor transportation in a dignified and caring manner It helps to ensure the family's ability to honor their loved one's generous gift of life. The many hours and nights spent away from family and friends, it hasn't gone unnoticed by LifeSource. And for this generous award, we thank you for naming us Donation Advocate of the Year.
Thank you, Twin Cities Trade Service. Our next award goes to someone whose stories about organ donors and recipients has reached hundreds of thousands of people. Alex Jokic is a reporter and anchor for KSTP5 Eyewitness News. She believes in the power of quality journalism to keep people informed about their communities, in turn, make those communities stronger. She's earned multiple awards during her time as a journalist, including a regional Emmy for Best Documentary, an Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Social Media, and a Michigan Association of Broadcasters Award for Best Investigative Story. She has a unique ability to capture the emotion of a story while treating donor families with incredible care and respect. Alex, please accept this award for Media Partner of the Year. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Jokic. I'm a reporter at KSTP, which is the ABC station here in the Twin Cities. And over the last year, I've been working with LifeSource to tell some really powerful stories about Minnesotans who have been impacted by organ donation. Earlier this year, we did a story about a teenage boy in northern Minnesota who lost his life in an ATV crash. And then we did a story about a 25-year-old man who died after suffering a severe asthma attack and how their decisions to be organ donors ended up impacting other families across the country. So I always tell people my greatest joy as a journalist is telling stories that matter. And the stories that I've gotten to tell with LifeSource this year have really been just that. They have been powerful, they've been emotional, and they have been meaningful. So while it is a big honor for me to accept this award today, it's an even bigger honor to be able to tell these stories and to share them with our larger community. It's really interesting because as a TV reporter, we tend to meet people either on the best day of their life or on the worst day of their life. And oftentimes with these stories, it's actually both. You have one family who has deeply lost, and you have another family that's gaining the gift of life thanks to organ donation. So for me, the best part is when both sides get to meet each other and we all can witness the love and the healing and the peace that can come from that. So thank you again for trusting me to tell these stories and to share them with Minnesota. And thank you for thinking of me for this award.
Alex, thank you for sharing the powerful and heroic stories of Tristan, Thon, Jerry, Wyatt, Jan, Sandy, and others. Your work has surely inspired members of our community to register as donors and become donation advocates. Our final two awards are for philanthropic work supporting LifeSource. Funds raised for LifeSource support public education and awareness programs about organ, eye, and tissue donation, and provide donor families with the services and supportive care they need. If the stories you've heard tonight inspired you, you can make a gift to support LifeSource. There's a button on the events page. Our first philanthropy partner honoree is Allison Robertson and the Mueller family. The Mueller family was so inspired by their personal experience of donation that Allison approached LifeSource in the spring of 2018 with her idea to host a Pull for Papa event that would honor her father and his love of the outdoors. Allison's father, Jim Mueller, died in December of 2017. He gave the gift of life to 3 individuals through organ donation. Jim is survived by his wife and high school sweetheart, Beth. Their family includes Allison, Sarah, and Matthew, and 7 grandchildren. In the spring of 2019, the family met Alan, the man who received Jim's heart. They met in person just a couple months later, and the families have become very close. After meeting Alan and learning about his experience with the transplant, Allison was inspired to host a mobile blood drive in partnership with Memorial Blood Center during the second Pull for Papa event in September of 2019. To date, Allison and her family have raised more than $29,000 and hosted multiple blood drives. Allison and her family have demonstrated tremendous advocacy for donation in all forms. With each event, they honor Jim and the legacy of the life that he gave to others. Thank you, Allison, and the entire Mueller family for choosing to honor Jim through these incredible events.
Thank you for giving us this award.
We held Pull for Papa in honor of Jim Mueller.
Papa always helped people. It was the right thing to do. Thanks for being a place that always helps people. Thank you to our friends and family and all their love and support. Thank you for our sponsor, Land West Bank. Be helpful with Papa.
Before we give our final philanthropy award of the evening, we're going to hear from our board chair and heart transplant recipient, Tim Bjork. Tim is celebrating the 15th anniversary of his heart transplant this year. We are so grateful for his leadership and support for LifeSource. Tim?
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for inviting me here this evening. It's really an honor to be here. My name is Tim Bjork. I'm coming to you this evening from Rapid City, South Dakota. I joined the donation transplant family back about 15 years ago in 2006 with my heart transplant at the University of Minnesota. Little did I know at that time that I'd also be joining the LifeSource family. My actual journey began back in 1969 in my first tour in Vietnam. Little did we know also at that time that what we thought was bug spray turned out to be Agent Orange. That gets to be a long story when you go through all the complications that go along with those kinds of things. But suffice it to say that I'm 15 years out with my heart transplant, and I'm blessed every day. I'm serving as the chairman of the LifeSource Board of Directors. I'm privileged to be serving in that capacity. And in that capacity, I'd like to first of all thank you so much for your commitment to LifeSource over the years and all the outstanding things that you've done. We've put together a couple of bold aims here at LifeSource, one of which is 1,000 organ transplants per year by the year 2027. This is pretty audacious. It's something that we really hadn't considered before, but we need to consider now. We need to take a look at how we can get better quicker. And that I think is the key to what we're looking at here. There's a lot of people out there on that waiting list that can't wait for us to get better slowly. We have to get better now. We're going to be able to meet that goal. I feel very confident we're going to be able to meet that goal by building on the program as we go along. Our second bold aim that Susan talked about was diversity, inclusion, and equity. That's something we start with now. That's something we also know how to do. And that's something we just want to get better at as the years go by. One of the things that we have to do as a community, as a healthcare community, is to live our values every day. If you look at the acronym for that, it's LOVE. Live our values every day. What it means to me is caring about the people that we serve. And if I'm asking anything of you, not just you as volunteers and ambassadors, but staff and myself, it's that we're committed to caring. We're committed to caring to all the people that we serve. Congratulations on your awards, and congratulations on all the wonderful things. And thank you so very much for what you've done for LifeSource.
Thank you, Tim. Fierce support and direction from our board of directors is one of many reasons I'm confident we'll achieve these bold aims. There's only one award left before we close out the program and kick off our concert with Kat Perkins. What an incredible evening this has been. For more than 25 years, Jim and Marilyn Opp and their daughters Becky and Debbie have joined forces with LifeSource to create greater awareness of organ donation and the need for more people to designate themselves as donors. Their daughter, Terry, was born with a congenital heart defect, and she died waiting for a heart transplant. She was only 26. Motivated by their family's experience, Jim and Marilyn have been steadfast in their determination to create a world where no one dies waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. An annual golf outing with friends and coworkers at 3M that originally involved Terry has grown to include a host of new champions of organ, eye, and tissue donation. People who have volunteered their time, sponsored the tournament, or hit the links, all to raise money that ultimately educates our community and inspires more people to register as organ donors. So far, more than $2 million has been raised to support this education outreach. In the mid-90s, at the time that Terry was waiting for a heart, only 40% of adults in our region were registered as organ donors. 40%. Since then, public education through events like the golf tournament and driver's education programs, as well as legislative initiatives, has led to more than 95% of people now say they support donation, and 70% of adults have actively taken steps to register their decision to be an organ donor. We've come a long way together, but we are not done. For many of us at LifeSource, Jim and Marilyn have become family. We are inspired by their commitment to make a meaningful change for others who are waiting for a life-saving transplant. We are grateful that they have shared Terry and their family story with us for more than 20 years. It is my honor to present Jim and Marilyn Opp with the Philanthropy Partner Award, with our sincere gratitude for their inspiration.
We appreciate the thoughts and the concept of this award. Not really sure that we should accept it just on our behalf. It should be for the team. There's a lot of people behind us that have helped put this whole golf tournament in place, and we're certainly willing to share all of it. So again, it's just something we've gotten accustomed to for 25 years. It's hard to get away from some of this stuff after you've been at it so long.
No, I just think we need to continue what we're doing, and with the help of LifeSource for as long as it's able to be going. It's a really important event, and is very supportive of the message of education for organ donation. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the award from many of us.
Marilyn and Jim, thank you for your 20 years of support for the LifeSource mission. It's an honor to give you this philanthropy award. Congratulations. Congratulations again to all our honorees, and thank you to everyone who has joined us this evening for sharing the message of donation each day to help us achieve our vision that everyone shares the gift of life. Every single day, I'm humbled by your passion, your openness, your inspiration, and your hope. Thank you. Now, let's close out our celebration with a concert from Kat Perkins. Take it away, Kat.
Hi guys, I'm Kat Perkins. Mr. Eric Warner here with me. We are coming to you live from downtown Minneapolis, and we want to celebrate all of you at LifeSource and your special night tonight. So let's get the party started. When I'm in A-ball shooting double fist, drinking son of a gun. I'm just a little tired just to watch the little boys come undone. I'm here for the beer and the ball stamping. Gonna get a little crazy just because I can. You know I'm here for the party. And I ain't leaving till they throw me out. Gonna have a little fun, gonna get me some. You know I'm here. I'm here for the party. Ooh, ooh. I may not be a team, but the first thing I clear good. And if I give them half a chance for some rowdy romance, you know they would. throw me out. Gonna have a little fun, gonna get some. You know I'm here. I'm here for the party. Woo! Don't want no purple shooter, just some Jack on the rocks. Don't mind me if I start that trashy talk. You know I'm here for the party, and I ain't leaving till they throw me out. Gonna have a little fun, gonna get me some. You know I'm here. You know I'm here for the party, and I ain't leaving till they throw me out. Gonna have a little fun, gonna get me some. You know I'm here. I'm here for the party. I'm here for the party, yeah. I'm here for the party. I'm here for the party, yeah. Woo! Thank you guys so much. Oh, it's so fun to celebrate. Next time, of course, I want to be there with you in person. But this is the next best thing. And I'm so glad we got to get together like this and have fun and do some music. Because I don't know about you, I still need live music in my life every day. So we're glad to be able to do this for you. I think we should dance. What do you think, Warner? Get off of your seat and let's dance. Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ow. We were victims of the night. The chemical, physical, kryptonite held us to the face and the faded light. I knew we were built to get together, built to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. I'll back this dress and some beat-up sneaks. My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were built to get together, built to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Woo. Deep in her eyes, I think I see my future. I realize this is my last chance. She took my arm. I don't know how it happened. He took the floor and stayed. Mr. Eric Warner on the guitar. Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said,
Well, we hope you're having fun. Okay, so we've got a few more songs for you, but I also wanted to take some time here in between songs and shout out to our amazing DLD Award winners for 2021. All right, so I want to give a huge shout out to Ambassador of the Year, Mr. J. Bayer Kropinski. Yay! We need an air horn, Eric Warner. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. All right. And I want to also shout out to our Community Partner of the Year, and that is Melvin Giles. I hope I'm saying it right. It might be Giles. Giles? 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 Giles. I think it's Giles. Melvin Giles. Pew, 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 pew. No, you need the pew, pew one. Pew, pew, pew. We're trying to make it exciting for you, and we're not DJ. We need our sound effect. All right. A couple more here before I move on. Our donation advocates of the year, Aaron and Caitlin Stromberg. You guys, seriously, I'm getting a little choked up with all of the people that do such great things for our community and LifeSource, and I am just honored to be celebrating with you guys tonight. One more shout out before we move on. The Hospital Partner of the Year goes to Mandy Martinez. Congratulations. We hope you're having fun watching and being a part of this, and you're an awesome human. Awesome human. Okay, let me mark where I stopped off. Oh, there's another one on that one. Hospital Partner of the Year. It's not only Mandy Martinez, it's also Tammy Burke. See, I can't screw this up. And then we have a respiratory therapist that's also on Hospital Partner of the Year, and that is Abdul Ali. Right? You guys. So, Mandy Martinez, Tammy Burke, Abdul Ali. And let me step back. Aaron and Caitlin Stromberg, Melvin Giles, and Jay Bayer Kropinski. Congratulations for tonight. We'll get the rest of them in there too. I want to recognize all of you for sure because we're having fun. Okay, let's do the song for you. Let's step it back to 1980 something. Maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 3. We don't know. But this song's for all of you winners. We love you. Rise up, back on the street. My time, my chances. When the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man in his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. We must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. In the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all the eye of the tiger. Woo! Face to face, out in the heat. Staying tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds till they take to the street for a man in his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. In the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Woo! don't stop. The last one. Thank you. We can hear your applause. We can feel your applause. We can feel you having fun. So we hope that that's true, because I can definitely feel it over here. And I hope you guys have celebrated and taken the time to commend all of yourselves for the great work that you've done for LifeSource this year. All right, I want to just shout out to our last award winners before we leave you tonight. And the Philanthropy Award goes to, which is probably my favorite, because I love philanthropy, right? We want to recognize Allison Robertson and the Muir family for their philanthropy. That's a hard word to say. I like to be philanthropic. Is that right? Is that? And also Jim and Marilyn Up. We saw you on video. You guys are adorable. And you guys, as donor families, means so much to LifeSource. And I'm so glad you got recognized tonight. All right, the next one, I want to give a huge shout out to JC Matthews Smith for the Donor Registry Impact Award. That is so very, very cool. And thanks for joining us from the Midwest. As you know, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from North Dakota. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where we are right now. I have a huge space in my heart for all of the Midwest region. JC Matthew Smith, congratulations. And one last one before we leave you with this song. I want to shout out to Alex Jokic from KSTP for Media Partner of the Year with LifeSource. We love KSTP. We love partnering with you guys when we can for all sorts of things. And you have been so supportive of us. And of course, thank you for being supportive of LifeSource. And thanks you guys for having us here tonight. Mr. Eric Warner, right here to my left, your right.
Thank you all. Thanks for having us.
And I want to give a huge shout out to Celeste Hansen for asking us to do this and accommodating this on an amazingly nice weather day in Minnesota. So we'll leave you with this song, and I feel like it can be the anthem song for not only COVID, for LifeSource. And we appreciate you so much, and for all that you guys do. And congratulations to our award winners tonight. We'll leave you with this. I'm Kat Perkins. Here we go. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Guitar solo, Warner. Here we go. I can hear you. I can hear you. Make some noise. A cigarette smoking room, the smell of wine and gin perfume. For a smile they could share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Woo! Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows search. Cat Perkins. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for all of your support. Go to catperkins.com. Hope you had a great time tonight. Congratulations to all of the award winners, and take care. Be safe. Test negative, but be positive.